Hi, guys, and welcome back to Real Talk Tuesday. Hope you all are having a phenomenal day. Today, we're going to be talking about business detours, a huge topic that makes people feel uber uncomfortable. And I find this is because we get stuck in this place of not knowing which way to move. Like, do we move forward? Do we move backward? And analysis paralysis sets in. I talk about this often that so many people get frustrated and then they don't know which way to go. So they just stop. And what happens when we get stuck is we have roadblocks. And when we hit a roadblock, it's like being in traffic. Everyone comes to a dead standstill, or we're stuck on this detour that takes us way out of the way of where we want to be. And then we've got to come all the way back. And so the frustration comes in where we get taken out of this plan and we get set on a different trajectory. And so I think so much of the time we feel this overwhelm, and we talked about that last time. So go check out that Real Talk Tuesday on overwhelm. But in our product based business, this causes such feelings of frustration. So the frustration comes in where we don't know what to do. And this was an epic thing that I worked with people on during this pandemic. So many things came to this screeching halt or this detour that was overwhelming and just seemed like it wouldn't be manageable. Let's take, for instance, a product based business that uses multiple things. So maybe a fragrance oil company or someone who makes candles or soaps. And all of a sudden, the supply chain just came to a screeching halt because there were people in other countries or in other parts of the US who had to shut down their manufacturing. And so it all of a sudden made things very scarce. Or let's talk about the fashion industry where the LA district shut down because they were no longer manufacturing due to that state's laws. Or maybe you got stuff from overseas and they weren't importing things as fast, or the shipping got crazy, or there were huge shipping delays on everyone's stuff during the holidays. And it's so frustrating. And we feel like it all of a sudden just immobilizes us with frustration, fear, anxiety. And I want to talk about the struggle that we face in that time and that inability to go forward or go backward. We just feel this stuck feeling. And in our product based business, we depend so much on things that we need to make our product based business. And so when that creates a cog in the wheel or a stop, it makes us very frustrated. And we need to figure out how to overcome those frustrations, how to move the chains down the field, even if it's just small, and then be able to pivot quickly. So maybe you don't have everything you need for that particular product. What else can you do with what you have? What else can you source? What else can you come out with that's a limited edition? Or what can you do to come up with a solution to your problem so that we're not just stuck and immobilized? So my challenge to you this week is, if you felt overwhelmed because of the coronavirus in your business, or if you felt overwhelmed because of production delays, or you felt overwhelmed or just like stuck because you can't get in the products that you need to make your creative product, what are you going to do? What are you going to choose to do to push past this roadblock, to take this detour to get back as quickly as you can to be able to serve your customers authentically? And it's okay sometimes to just say, hey, listen, guys, we're going to take a stop on this particular thing. And while this particular thing is out of stock and we can't get our hands on, we're going to do this. And so learn how to pivot quickly. Learn how to, as a small business, you're not this huge corporation yet. And you can move and pivot so much quicker than a big company can. So what are you doing today in your business to be able to pivot and not take that roadblock as a rejection, but turn it into your best message? I want to know in the comments below, wherever you're watching this, whether it's on YouTube or on social media, what has been your biggest struggle over the last couple months and what you're doing to make a pivot to make this your best year yet. We'll talk soon. Have a great day.